Imagine a cake that combines the nostalgic sweetness of a Twinkie with the juicy, sunny flavor of ripe peaches. A dessert that's as eye-catching as it is irresistible. Welcome to the world of Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake, a recipe that defies expectations and delivers pure delight in every bite. Whether you're planning a summer picnic, a family gathering, or just want to surprise your loved ones with something extraordinary, this cake is the answer. It's simple, no bake, and brimming with layers upon layers of flavor and texture. Let's take you through every step, from ingredients to serving, and reveal all the tips and tricks that make this cake a showstopper. To create our Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake, you'll need only a handful of ingredients, most of which are pantry staples or easily found at any grocery store. The star of the show, of course, is the humble Twinkie. These golden sponge cakes with creamy centers form the soft, sweet foundation of our dessert. Next, you'll need a can or two of sliced peaches, preferably in light syrup or juice, though fresh peaches can be used when they're in season for an extra burst of summery flavor. Add to that a tub of whipped topping, such as Cool Whip or fresh whipped cream, along with instant vanilla pudding mix and a splash of milk. For a bit of extra flair, consider adding some crushed vanilla wafers, chopped pecans, or a drizzle of caramel sauce. But even at its most basic, this cake will blow you away. Start by preparing the base. Unwrap each Twinkie and slice them lengthwise to open them up and expose their creamy centers. Arrange them, cream side up, in a single layer at the bottom of a 9-inch 13-inch dish. The Twinkies should be snug, forming a soft, spongy mattress upon which the rest of your ingredients will rest. If your dish is smaller, simply trim a few Twinkies to fit, or overlap them slightly. Next, it's time to focus on the peaches. If you're using canned peaches, drain them well, reserving a few tablespoons of the juice. If you're lucky enough to have fresh, ripe peaches, peel and slice them into generous segments. Layer the peaches evenly over the Twinkies, letting the sweet fruit meld with the cake's creamy centers. For an extra touch of flavor, drizzle a bit of the reserved peach juice over the Twinkies before adding the fruit. This step not only enhances the peachy essence, but also ensures the cake stays moist and delicious. Now, let's move on to the creamy layer that ties everything together. In a large bowl, whisk together the instant vanilla pudding mix and cold milk. The mixture should thicken after a couple of minutes, creating a velvety, custard-like base. Gently fold in the whipped topping, being careful not to deflate the mixture. This combination yields a light, fluffy cream with just the right amount of sweetness. Spread this luscious layer evenly over the peaches, using a spatula to reach every corner and create a smooth, cloud-like surface. At this point, your Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake is nearly complete, but a few finishing touches will elevate it to new heights. For a hint of crunch and an extra bit of indulgence, sprinkle crushed vanilla wafers or chopped pecans over the top. If you're feeling adventurous, a drizzle of caramel or white chocolate sauce adds visual appeal and a decadent flavor boost. Some people like to add a handful of fresh raspberries or blueberries for a pop of color, but this is entirely optional. Once assembled, your cake needs a little time to rest. Cover the dish with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 2 hours, though overnight is even better. This chilling period allows the flavors to meld, the Twinkies to soften, and the layers to set into a sliceable, sumptuous dessert. When you're ready to serve, cut generous squares and use a wide spatula to lift them onto dessert plates. Each slice reveals layers of golden sponge, creamy filling, and vibrant peaches, a true feast for the eyes and the taste buds. The cake is cool and refreshing, making it perfect for warm weather celebrations. But its comforting flavors are welcome any time of year. But what makes this Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake so special? It's more than the sum of its parts. The Twinkies provide a unique, nostalgic flavor that's instantly recognizable, while the peaches lend a natural sweetness and lively juiciness. The creamy pudding layer ties everything together, balancing the cake's sweetness with a velvety smoothness. The optional toppings add texture and visual appeal, making each bite an adventure. This cake is also incredibly versatile. For a tropical twist, swap out the peaches for pineapple chunks and add a sprinkle of toasted coconut. Love berries? Layer in fresh strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries for a burst of tartness. You can even experiment with different pudding flavors. White chocolate, cheesecake, or banana cream all work beautifully. For those who prefer a less sweet dessert, try using unsweetened whipped cream or Greek yogurt in place of whipped topping. One of the best things about this recipe is its simplicity. There's no need to turn on the oven, and you don't need any special equipment or advanced baking skills. It's a great project for kids who'll love assembling the layers and sneaking a few bites of Twinkie along the way. It's also perfect for potlucks, picnics, and last-minute gatherings, since you can prepare it ahead of time and let it chill in the fridge until needed. If you're making this cake for a crowd, you can easily double the recipe and use a larger pan. Or, for a more elegant presentation, assemble individual parfaits in mason jars or dessert glasses, layering chopped Twinkies, peaches, and cream for a personalized treat. Let's talk about storage. Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake keeps well in the refrigerator for up to 3 days, though the Twinkies will continue to soften over time. Be sure to cover the dish tightly with plastic wrap or a lid to prevent the cream from absorbing any fridge odors. If you have leftovers, consider freezing individual slices. Just wrap them in plastic and store in an airtight container. To serve, thaw in the refrigerator and enjoy cold. There's something undeniably joyful about a dessert that's both playful and delicious, and this Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake fits the bill perfectly. It's a conversation starter, a nostalgic nod to childhood, and a celebration of fresh, fruity flavor all at once. Whether you serve it at a backyard barbecue, a birthday party, or just as a weeknight treat, it's bound to bring smiles and requests for seconds. For those who love to put their own spin on recipes, the possibilities are endless. Try incorporating a layer of raspberry or strawberry jam between the Twinkies and peaches for a hint of tartness. Add a splash of almond or vanilla extract to the pudding mixture for extra depth. Or, for a grown-up twist, soak the Twinkies in a bit of peach schnapps before assembling the cake. The beauty of this recipe is its flexibility. Feel free to get creative and make it your own. And if you're looking for a lighter option, consider using low-fat or sugar-free pudding, light whipped topping, and reduced sugar canned peaches. The result is still incredibly satisfying, with all the flavor and none of the guilt. In a world of complicated desserts and time-consuming recipes, Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake is a breath of fresh air. It proves that you don't need fancy ingredients or hours in the kitchen to create something truly special. With just a few simple steps and a little imagination, you can transform ordinary ingredients into a dessert that's truly unforgettable. So the next time you're craving something sweet, nostalgic, and just a little bit whimsical, reach for those Twinkies and a can of peaches. Gather your ingredients, assemble your layers, and get ready to wow your friends and family with a dessert they'll be talking about long after the last bite is gone. Peachy Keen Twinkie Cake isn't just a recipe, it's an experience, a celebration, and a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected combinations are the ones that bring the most joy.